Hi students, welcome to online class. So in this video we are going to discuss about chapter 10, flow of control. So now we are going to discuss about the for loop. In this video we are going to discuss about for loop. So in the previous video we discussed about the iteration statements and its types and then elements of the loop. So now we can start discussing about the types of loop one by one. So now we can discuss about for loop. What is mean by for loop? See, a for loop is an entry controlled loop and it is the easiest looping statement which allows code to be executed repeatedly. So first of all we want to know that there are two types of loop. One is called entry controlled and another one is called exit controlled. In that, for loop comes under entry control. For loop is an entry controlled loop. And then we know very well about the looping statement. What is mean by looping statement? So whenever the condition is true or until the condition is true. Until the condition is true, the body of the loop is executed again and again. Until the condition is true, the statements are repeated again and again. So that is what here they are saying. For loop is an entry control loop and it is the easiest looping, which is the easiest looping statement that allows the statement to be executed in a repeated manner. So that is allowing the statement to be executed in a repeated manner. And then now you see there are different, it contains the three different statements. The for loop contains three different statements. What are they? Initialization, then condition or test expression, and then next one is update expression. So I think in the previous video we discussed about these words, these technical words. What is mean by initialization and what is mean by test expression or condition, and then what is mean by update. So these three statements will be in the for loop, and then these three statements will be separated by semicolon. So that is what very important we want to know. So these three different statements will be separated by semicolon in the for loop. Right. Now you can see the syntax of the for loop. From the syntax only we can understand how the for loop will be. See the syntax, first line, for initializations or initialization, test expression, update expression. So first of all the initialization should be done, then after that they are giving semicolon, then test expression, that means condition. After the condition again semicolon and then update expression. So this should be given within the parenthesis. So for keyword, first initialization, semicolon, condition, semicolon, update expression, closing parenthesis. Then see that the statement 1, statement 2 and then whatever the statements it may be, one or more statements, the one or more statements are given within the curly braces. Can you see students? Yes, the statements are given within the curly braces. So this is what we can call it as body of the loop. The body of the loop should be given within the curly braces if it is one or more statement. If it is one or more statement, we can give within the curly braces. Then after that they have given the statement X. After that they have given the statement X. Can you understand students? The syntax for loop is for initialization, semicolon, condition, semicolon, and then update expression. The statements can be given within the curly braces. After that, after the body of the loop, you can give statement X. Now you see here how the for loop works, how the for loop will execute. So first of all, the initialization part is used to initialize the variables. So the initialization means we are going to initialize the variable with one value, and then that initialization is done only once. Is it right or not? In the previous video itself we discussed it. So initialization will be done only once. So see here the initialization part is used to initialize the variables or declare the variable which are executed only once. So after initialization, then what will happen? Then the control passes to the test expression. Then the control is passed to the test expression. Test expression means condition. So after executing the initialization part, what is the second part in the for loop? Condition, that is test expression. So test expression is checked. After the evaluation of the test expression, if the test expression is false, then what will happen? See, if the test expression is false means it returns 0. It returns 0. So whenever the test expression is false, the body of the loop is terminated. Whenever the test expression is false, the body of the loop is terminated. So terminated means statement X is executed. Statement X is executed, because whenever the loop is terminated, whenever the body of the loop is terminated, whenever the body of the loop is terminated, the statement X is executed. Can you understand, students? So whenever the condition returns false, that is 0, the body of the loop is terminated. So after the body of the loop, what is the statement? Statement X. See here, in the syntax itself we can see, when the test expression is true, whenever the test expression is true, statement is executed. But whenever the test expression is false, then automatically it comes out of the loop. That is, it comes out of the body of the loop. So what is the statement? Statement X is executed. See here, that is what they have given. After the evaluation of test expression, if the result is false, the control transferred to statement X. But whenever the condition is true, if the result is true, the body of the loop is executed. Next, the control is transferred to update expression. So whenever the result is true, whenever the condition becomes true, the body of the loop is executed. Next, the control is transferred to update expression. So update expression means we already seen. Update expression means we are going to change the value of the variable. We are going to change the value of the variable. The control is transferred to the test expression. The control is transferred to the text expression part. Again, the condition is checked. If the condition is true, then what will happen? The body of the loop is executed, and again the update expression is done. So again it goes for updation. After updating the value, again it goes for condition. So like that it goes on till the condition becomes false. When the condition becomes false, it comes out of the loop. That is, body of the loop is terminated. Statement X will be executed. Right, now I can show you the flow chart. Whenever you see the flow chart, then you can understand in a very easier manner. Pictorial representation. Flow chart means it is a pictorial representation. So we have seen the theoretical explanation. Now you can see the diagrammatical representation. Right? So see here, initialization statement. So first of all, initialization is done. After initialization, what will happen? Test expression. That is, condition is checked. When the condition is true, whenever the condition is true, body of the for loop. Then again updation. Can you see, students? First initialization. After initialization, checking the condition, test expression. Text expression will result true or false. So if it is true, body of the for loop. After executing the body of the for loop, update. Control should be transferred in the reverse manner. Here the arrow mark is given in a wrong manner. So the control is transferred to the update. So from the update, again goes for test expression. Again goes for test expression. So again the condition becomes true. So again body of the for loop. So again update. So again checking the condition. Again, if the condition is true, body of the for loop. Again update statement. So like that it will be going on again and again till the condition becomes true. Until the condition becomes true. But when the condition becomes false, it exits from the for loop. it goes for the next statement, that is statement X. It goes for the statement X. Can you understand, students? Right. Now we can see this in a programmatical manner. We can see the program. So when you see the program, then you can understand in a clear manner. So now let us take the for loop. So see here, hash include IO stream using namespace std int main. Now we are going for the declaration. So first of all, declaration is done int I. Int I. I is a variable, integer variable. I is a integer variable. Then see the next one. What is the next line? For loop. So for I is equal to 0. So first initialization is done. For I is equal to 0. Then what will happen? It checks the condition. I can just work it out in a Word document and then I can show you. So I will show you step by step so that you can understand in a clear manner. So here you see, first of all, I is equal to 1. Sorry, just I is equal int I. So declaration is done. Then next I is equal to 0. So first of all, I value becomes 0. So now you can see clearly. So I equal to 0. After I becomes 0, then what will happen? Checking the condition. Checking the condition means I less than 10. So first of all, we declared the variable int I. Then we have gone for the initialization. So first time initialization is done. Then checking the condition. Then checking the condition means 1 less than 10, true or false. 1 less than 10, true. 1 is less than 10, so it becomes true. Then automatically it goes for executing the body of the loop. Now you see, what is the body of the loop? What is the body of the loop? Value of I colon. So we are going to print I. We are going to print I. So whenever I print I, what will happen? So printing statement, print I. I means what? What is the value of I? So when I print I value is 1. Print I is equal to 1. Then again updation. Updation means, what is the updation? I plus plus. I plus plus. Can you understand, students? So first of all, initialization is done. I value is 0. I value is 0. Sorry, I have taken I is equal to 0. So 0 less than 10. Sorry. First I value is 0. Then I less than 10. I less than 10 means 0 less than 10. True or false? True. True means print I is equal to 0. Print I is equal to 0 means I will be printed on the output. I will be printed on the output. Then update expression. Update expression means I plus plus. What is mean by I plus plus? I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1. I plus plus means I equal to I plus 1. Now you evaluate that. I is equal to 0 plus 1. I is equal to 0 plus 1. So I becomes 1. Now I value becomes 1. Now checking the condition. So 1 less than 10. 1 less than 10. True or false? 1 is less than 10. So it becomes true. It becomes true. So again we are printing I. Print I is equal to 1. Again we are printing I. I equal to I plus 1. We are printing I, so I becomes 1. Then again I equal to I plus 1. I equal to I plus 1. So now what will happen? I is equal to 1 plus 1. So I becomes 2. Can you understand, students? Again I repeat. So first of all, I value is declared int I. Then I value is initialized to 0. I value is initialized to 0. When I value is initialized to 0, then I is compared with the 10, checking the condition. Checking the condition means 0 less than 10, true or false? True. So when 0 is compared with the 10, 0 is lesser. So a condition becomes true. When the condition becomes true, we are going to print I. Now what is the value of I? I is 0. Then I is equal to I plus 1. I value is incremented by plus 1. That is I plus plus. that is I plus plus. So 0 plus 1, it becomes 1. So I value becomes 1 now. I value becomes 1. So whenever I value becomes 1, then you see here again checking the condition. So once initialization is done, condition is checked, then updation. After updation, again goes for condition. Only one time initialization should be done. So second time condition, third time update. After updation, again checking the condition, body of the loop. So body of the loop is executed after the condition. Body of the loop is executed after the condition. So 1 less than 10, true or false? True. So printing I is equal to 1. Then again updation. Updation means I equal to I plus 1. So I equal to 1 plus 1, I becomes 2. Then again what will happen? So I becomes 2. Now checking the condition, 2 less than 10, true or false? 2 is less than 10, true. So again printing the I value, print I equal to 2. So after printing, after body of the loop, again I equal to I plus 1. Again I equal to I plus 1. So now what will happen? I equal to 2 plus 1. So automatically I becomes 3. Again checking the condition, 3 less than or 3 less than 10, true. So condition becomes true. Again printing. Again we are going to print I is equal to 3. So like this it will be going on. Like this it will be going on until the condition becomes false. Until the condition becomes false. So now here you can see the output. When you see the output, you can understand in a clear manner that the value of I is printed from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the condition, when the condition becomes false, it starts from 0 and then it prints up to 9, because the condition is given as I less than 10. The condition is given as I less than 10. So when the condition is given as I less than 10, so it automatically starts from 0 and it ends up to 9. When the condition becomes 10, when the I value is incremented as 10, 10 less than 10, what it becomes? 10 less than 10 means condition becomes false. See, it starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 less than 10, is it true or false? 9 is less than 10. Yes, it's true. But when I value is incremented to 9 plus 1, it becomes a 10. 10 less than 10, true or false? It becomes false. 10 is not less than 10, but 10 is equal to 10. Condition becomes false. So when the condition becomes false, it automatically comes to return 0. That is, the loop is terminated. The program ends. The loop is terminated. The program ends. Can you understand, students? See here. So I is equal to 0 is called initialization. I is equal to 0 is called initialization. Then I is equal to 10 is called a test expression. I less than 10 is called a test expression. Then I plus plus is called a update expression. I plus plus is called a update expression. Then the cout statement, you can see the cout statement. What is called the cout statement? The cout statement is called the body of the loop. I equal to 0 initialization, I less than 10 condition, I plus plus is the update. Then cout statement is called the body of the loop. When you note down the program, the body of the loop contains only one statement. So whenever the body of the loop contains only one statement, no need to use curly braces. No need to use curly braces. You can see here in the program, here only one statement is there in the body of the loop. So there is no curly braces were used. There is no need to use curly braces. But if you are using curly brace, there is no problem. If you are using the curly brace also, no problem. So whenever we give only one statement, we no need to use curly braces. But if I use more than one statement, then I want to use curly braces. Whenever I use one or more statement, then I want to use curly braces. Can you understand, students? Right. Now you see here, In the above program, first the variable I is initialized. First the variable I is initialized. Like I told you, first of all, initialization is done. Then afterwards, then I is compared with 10. So condition is evaluated. Condition is evaluated. If I is less than 10, if I is less than 10, the value of I is incremented. So up to how many times it will be incremented? So it will be incremented up to 10 times. From 0 to 9, it will be incremented 10 times. In this way, the numbers 0 to 9 are displayed. Once I becomes 10, it is no longer less than 10. Once the I value becomes 10, it is no longer less than 10. I value is not less than 10, so automatically the control comes out of the loop. The condition becomes false, so automatically the control comes out of the for loop. Can you understand, students? So whenever the condition becomes false, the body of the loop is terminated. Can you understand, students? Right. Now I can show you in a practical manner. So for that we want to open Dev C++. So click on the start menu and then open the Dev C++. Then Control plus N for opening new file and then Control plus V. So after pressing Control plus V, now you can see here the program is pasted. Now Control plus S is used to save the program. So after pressing Control plus S, I am going to save the file name as for loop and just saving in my documents. So when I click on the save button, then automatically file will be saved. So now I want to press F9 for compilation. After pressing F9, you want to press F10 for execution. Now here you can see the output as value of I prints from 0 to 9. Can you understand, students? Value of I is printed from 0 to 9. Why? As its I value starts from 0, as the value of I starts from 0, first the value of I is printed as 0. Then I is incremented. I is incremented means 0 plus 1, 1. So then again checking the condition, 1 is less than 10, again 1 is printed. So every time the condition is checked, body of the loop is executed. After executing the body of the loop, updation, again checking the condition, again body of the loop, again updation, again checking. So it will be going on until the condition becomes false. So now you can see the output as value of I is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Why it is not printing 10? When the I value is incremented to 10, then it checks the condition, 10 less than 10, condition becomes false. Condition becomes false. For example, now I am going to change the condition. If I give I less than or equal to 10. Now you say, students, what will be the result? I have given I less than or equal to 10. So I have given equal to, so I value is compared, that is 10 less than or equal to 10. It comes, condition becomes false. Sorry, condition becomes true. 10 less than or equal to 10 condition becomes true. True means automatically it prints from 0 to 10. So now I am going to execute the program. So the value of I is starts from 0 and then it prints up to 10. So 11 times the program is executed. The 11 times the body of the loop is executed. Can you understand, students? It starts from 0, it ends up to 10. So 11 times it is executed. For example, if I change the condition as I less than or equal to 5. Now you say I less than or equal to 5. Now what will happen? First time it starts with 0, 0 less than or equal to 5. True or false? True. Then again I value is incremented to 1. Then 1 less than or equal to 5. True. Body of the loop is printed. Then again 2, 3, then 4, then 5. So it starts from 0 and then it ends up to 5. So when the condition becomes 6 less than or equal to 5, condition becomes false. That is, I value becomes 6. 6 less than or equal to 5, condition becomes false. So you can see the output, it starts from 0, it ends up to 5. As it starts with 0 and it ends up to 5. Can you understand, students? Right. I think you might have understood this video. So very simple. For loop, an important question, it's a 5-mark question. So try to understand this for loop in a clear manner. Try to see the program. I think you might have understood this video. So let's end the class. So thank you, students.